My name is David Gould, and I would like to welcome you to my video introduction. I'm going to do this introduction in three different parts. I'll talk a little bit about myself, then I'm going to go into my journey into education, and then just a bit about my philosophies in education. Um, I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm a native New Mexican. Albuquerque is a beautiful city. In Albuquerque, I graduated from Highland High School in 1985. As a kid, I was very athletic. I played baseball, I swam competitively, and I was a letterman at Highland High School in basketball. Um, Being athletic as a kid, I learned very quickly a couple of things. One, I am competitive, and there's nothing wrong with being competitive. But two, I also learned about team spirit and team unity and team in general, and how a cohesive team can accomplish great things. Um, when In 1985, when I graduated, I decided that I wanted to pursue a career in graphic design. And I found that Northern Arizona University had a really good graphic design school, so took off to Flagstaff, Arizona. After a year, I decided that in no way, shape, or form was I ready at 18 years old to be attending a four-year university so many hours away from my home. Uh, I was not spending my money wisely at that time, so decided to take some time off and decide what direction I wanted to go. A couple of years later, still very interested in design and art and advertising, I decided to attend the Art Center Design College in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Art Center Design College is a career college based out of Tucson, Arizona, and is now called SUVA, Southwest University of Visual Arts. I started there as an instructor, um, and actually was asked to come back to my alma mater to instruct by the owners. And I'll tell you, that's how a lot of career college instructors get their start. They're professionals working in the field, and then they're asked to come back and teach to share their experiences. And so that's exactly what I did. I was excited about it, and I took the opportunity. While at the Art Center Design College, I moved up and became the graphic design program director. After that, the owners asked if I wanted to move into the associate director position at the Albuquerque campus. Uh, and we talked a little bit about it, and I didn't really have a lot of formal post-secondary education at the time. So we sat down and decided together that pursuing a bachelor's of science in business management at the University of Phoenix would be a good opportunity, and they offered to pay a large amount of that, which I thank them. I'm very grateful for. Um, so I was at the Art Center Design College for about 13 years. And after a while, philosophies start to change, and differences happen. I decided, even though I loved education and was really thinking that was the career path of my choice, that I would move on and start my own marketing, advertising, graphic design company. And I did so, and that lasted for about a year. And then education called me right back. I knew that's where I wanted to be and what I wanted to pursue. So I started looking around and found an opportunity at Apollo College in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is now called Carrington College. It is an all allied health career college, and they had a student services coordinator position open. And it wasn't really a management position because I was really the only one running the position. But really, what it did is it allowed me to be closer to students and learn a little bit about students in general and the challenges and issues they go through each and every day in order to obtain an education and a better life for themselves. Um, I was there for about only 10 months when the campus director from the Art Center Design College, who had moved over to Brookline College in Albuquerque, New Mexico, came calling and asked if I wanted to be the director of education at Brookline College. So I jumped at the chance. Before I even went there, I had spoken to an associate, a corporate associate director who was stationed at Apollo, who had earned her PhD at Capella University. And I respected her and respected her type of decision making, and so I investigated Capella and was very interested in their master's degree in leadership for higher education. Um, so when I went to Brookline College and became their director of education in Albuquerque, I immediately joined Capella. Um, I was at Brookline College for 4 years, and during that time, I completed my master's degree at Capella and started my educational doctorate in education, leadership, and management. Um, 4 years into being at Brookline College, the company itself seemed to be a little unstable. What I decided to do was uh, move in a different direction. Um, and I had an opportunity provided to me from an agency to move to Las Cruces, New Mexico, and become the director of education at Education for Education Futures Group, the Vista College Family Computer Career Center division of Vista College in Las Cruces. Um, that is where I am now. That is where my family is. So my beautiful fiance Hope and her son Nicholas, her daughter Heather, and her mother Elida. They all live down here, which makes it very comfortable having family around in a new city. Again, Las Cruces is about 3 hours south of Albuquerque, New Mexico, about 40 minutes away from El Paso, Texas. And right across the border from El Paso, Texas, is Mexico. So, living in New Mexico, there is a definite range of diverse culture and ethnicity. Um, I have been with Computer Career Center division of college, a division of Vista College now for about a year and 8 months. And during that time, I was actually given director of education of the year for 2014, and recently have been given an opportunity to interview for the campus director position, which is exciting. It's exactly the direction I want to go, and I'm very excited to take on that opportunity. I'll talk now just a little bit briefly about my educational philosophies. I definitely believe in transformational leadership. During my tenure at Capella, I've taken 3 assessments, and those assessments have shown that at the top of the leadership scale, I do fall into transformational leadership, which is exciting. I do believe that um, people need to be inspired to be inspired. They can really reach down deep when given the opportunity, especially if someone has vision and a passion to achieve goals. And that is definitely where I am. I find myself injecting enthusiasm and energy in anything that I'm doing, and I really believe that by doing that, that energizes other leaders in the institution. Um, during my stay at Capella University, um, I really started learning a lot from Chris Aguirre's. His teachings and methodologies include double loop versus single loop learning, Model 1 versus Model 2 theories of behavior, and defense mechanisms that come along with Model 1, which um, I think we can break down pretty easily into how those things work in an institution, I would gladly share my philosophies with an employer during an interview, and would love to share those ideas and thoughts. I am extremely happy to be able to move into the dissertation phase of my EDD, and I thank you very much for giving me your time to talk to you a little bit about who I am, my educational background, and a little bit about my philosophies. Thank you very much.